Hi guys, this is just my 1 month update on my proximal row carpectomy surgery. So it's actually been excuse me, I feel like crap at the moment, but I feel like I'm obligated to make another update here. It's been a little over a month actually, a couple days. I had surgery January 13th. It is now February 15th, technically. Just wrapped up Valentine's Day. Yeah, it's a little bit past 1 o'clock in the morning, the 15th. So, I'm only a day off here, people, technically. But no, you know, I honestly, my opinion on the surgery, it is excellent. It is absolutely excellent. You know, aside from, I had umbilical hernia surgery last year. That was a major issue of mine. I had that type of problem for years growing up as a kid and stuff like that. So you know, I'll probably post some videos more about that because I think it's I definitely want to get some more information about umbilical hernias because they're hard to diagnose. I mean, honestly, it took me a while to figure out what I had until I actually seen the bulge in my belly button. But I knew I had something, I just couldn't figure out what it was. But anyway, this surgery has been absolutely fantastic. The recovery time is outstanding. It's only been a freaking month, and I'm doing physical therapy right now. I just need to build a little bit more strength up in my wrist. I'm preparing to go back to work within the next, couple weeks here. It is doing very well. Still recovering some range of motion, but other than that, I can open up my hand pretty far, almost completely neutral. Still working on my hand movement, but I can do everything almost in basically a pain-free manner. Just stuff that requires some heavy grip strength and stuff like that. Kind of bugs me sometimes, but that's just because I'm dealing with some scar tissue and I just need to work it out more and break that scar tissue down over time, and that will get better. But as far as my just regular daily activities, between tying my shoes, holding a jug of milk, just doing stupid things around the house with my wrist, it's pain-free. It's absolutely fantastic. I haven't felt this in years. I couldn't remember the last time my wrist didn't hurt me. I didn't have some sort of problem. It feels great to know that my wrist, I still get a little bit of pain when I'm working it out and I'm doing the exercises. I get a little bit of pain depending on how far I push myself. But that's just, you got to do it. Any type of surgery, you got to come back from it and you got to rehab. That's just normal. But it's only been a month. I've had 3 bones removed. That's part of the proximal row carpectomy. Never thought I'd be this good, within a month. So it's been excellent. It's been great. I had a great surgeon, great physical therapist. I just want to tell you guys out there that, with everything combined, having a good surgeon, nutrition, and just a positive mindset and the willingness to get better and improve, honestly, it's great. I mean, I've heard of stories at the the occupational therapist office, I guess. I don't know what it's technically called. I mean, whatever, physical therapist office. I've talked to a lot of different people that have had operations on their hand and whatnot, and I've talked to a couple people that actually had fusions done, partial fusions. And I picked proximal row carpectomy because I wanted a quicker recovery time. I didn't want to be out of work that long. I need a paycheck. I got bills to pay. I got things to do, and I can't be out that long. and I picked Proximal Row Carpectomy over fusion. And I think it's a fantastic choice. The only downside to this Proximal Row Carpectomy is they do say that since the bone that's supposed to replace the lunate bone, I'm talking about Kienbock disease here, it's not the socket that it falls into, which the lunate bone once sat. It's not the right shape. It's not 100%. It doesn't fit 100% like the lunate bone. It's a different shape than the lunate bone. It doesn't sit as well. Now, I've heard that because of that the wrist becomes arthritic, but that was a risk that I was willing to take, and my surgeon said anywhere from honestly 10 to 30 years. I'm still going to live an active lifestyle. I figured, by the time, let's say the 10 years, okay? By the time 10 years passes, I'm already going to be, already have done what I wanted to do as far as, serious, weight training and working out and doing certain things. That's all going to be kind of behind me, because I'll be all downhill from there. And my wrist could even last 30 years because you just don't know. So 30 years from now, I'm going to be in my 50s, going on to my 60s. Listen, if I need a fusion done then, or I need a full wrist fusion, I really don't care, to be honest with you. I would have done everything that I wanted to do in my life at that time that required, 100%, functioning wrist. So that's something I was willing to take, and a lot of people can argue that the risks of arthritis setting in and it becoming that bad of a condition is a little blown out of proportion. My doctor also said, my surgeon also told me that within 10 to 30 years, technology is going to advance, and by that time they'll probably have some sort of different technology that will go in there and clean all that up. And listen, whatever happens, happens. I chose what I chose for my reasons, and I believe whatever happens, happens. But yeah, back to what I was saying, people were talking about getting partial wrist fusions and all that stuff. And I've heard some horror stories about, the screws and some of the things that had to be placed in the wrist, and just the recovery time, 6 to 8 weeks, immobilized, just trying to wait for those bones to fuse together. And a lot of times those bones, well, I really don't know the percentage of it, but, it's pretty common that those bones don't fuse together 100% properly, or at least completely, and that there's complications. I've heard from many people that there's always complications with wrist fusions. It's because there's so much involved as far as, mechanical parts. You got the screws and stuff like that. That and is, man, you got to really be careful during that immobilization period, and you just got to hope that those bones fuse together. And I've heard of people actually, because they had the fusion done, it actually caused their body was kind of rejecting the fusion. I'm not sure whether they were rejecting the parts or like the screws and stuff like that in their wrist, or just the actual operation with having those bones fused together. But apparently, she came down with another condition that was because of that, and then she has to have physical therapy for the rest of her life because she's got a life debilitating disorder. So those are the things, and I could not afford to be out 6 to 8 weeks and then start my physical therapy and all that stuff. And by that time, so much scar tissue probably would have been formed, and it would have been a hell to come back from. But I just want to let you guys know, it's been a month. 1 month. 1 month I'm back, doing the majority of things that I wanted to do, pain-free. I'm already back in the gym, and I've been pushing a little bit of weight, nothing crazy at all. Just really lightweight, maybe, 10, 15, 20 pounds maybe. And just slowly stretching it with, those exercises that I posted in my previous videos. But yeah, it's been a fantastic surgery. I'm so happy I had it. And I just want to let you guys know, again, like I stressed, with a good surgeon who knows what he's doing, great nutrition, having taken a daily multivitamin, taking some supplements I showed in my other video, and having the positive mindset. This is a great surgery for you, and based on what I said, hopefully you can make up your mind as to whether you want to get this surgery or not. I had the surgery done because of Kienbock, because my lunate bone was destroyed. So it might be different in your case. You might be able to, get around, proximal row carpectomy somehow with some other operation. I'm not sure. Depends on your risk condition. But if proximal row carpectomy is an option, and you think that you would want to go through with it, by all means, do it. It's a good operation. Now, I'm not going to guarantee you that you're going to have the same results, and yes, I mean, with everything, there are risks of complications, but I really do believe, for the third time I believe in this video, with a good surgeon, great nutrition, and a positive mindset, this is a surgery for you. So, yeah, that's my 1 month, and I'm going to continue to update, guys.